And so Ava came to live with me this year. What's interesting about Ava coming to live with me is about a year ago, I said, for some reason, I have this feeling in me that God is going to be moving my daughter to live with me. I don't know when, I don't know how or why. I just know that it's going to happen. And I feel God is calling me to be prepared on the chance that that does happen. I said, but for some reason, I have this feeling. And that's all I remember getting in terms of a message slash download slash heads up from God. And throughout this whole process, I was expecting God to kind of give me this blueprint. I was expecting God to just show up and be like, all right, this is what you need to do. And then next, this is what you need to do. But I heard nothing. And so fast forward, Ava moves in. I'm thinking about all these activities, all these things I got to do, and the anxiety, the overwhelm is starting to fill in. And all I could feel was that I'm being put in this position because God knows I can get through it. God would never have put me here. He would have never brought Ava here if he knew that I would fail. You might say, well, Antoine, how do you know that? Well, because I know that Ava's a child of God. I know that I'm a child of God, and God wants what's best for us. And if God knew that I could not give her what was best for her in that moment, then he would have never let it happen. And as I sat and started to think about that, and now fast forward to the present, this has been one of the most beautiful years of my life, and having Ava here. And it's funny, with her moving here, all I could think about was what I thought God was having me do, which was, you need to take care of her. You need to make sure she's got all the things she needs. You need to make sure you're showing up for her. But that little girl showed up for me more than I could have ever imagined. What ended up looking like something that God was calling me to do to help her became a mission, in that God was calling me to show up in my faith to help us. And as a family, we grew. I got to see her grow from being someone that was frustrated because she felt like she couldn't be herself or she'd get picked on by friends, to seeing a community of friends surround her here in North Carolina and show her love and show up for her. We had a little going away party for her before she left. And I set up this poster board for all of her friends to sign, and the notes that they left her and how they showed up for her and how they poured into her. It really warmed my heart, because what I realized was that Ava just wanted to feel accepted. And in coming here to North Carolina, something that God had ordained and had commissioned to happen, and all he asked me to do was be prepared. And although he didn't give me the steps, he knew I had what I needed inside of me to fulfill the mission. And in fulfilling that mission, he filled her heart with love. He let her know that people love you for who you are.
Great minds and leaders of the future.